and sustainer of this universe, and may his peace and blessings be upon his noble Prophet Muhammad and his companions and descendants and followers. Dear respected brothers and sisters, we are still living in the days of Ibrahim and Ali Ibrahim, learning from them and learning from the example of Prophet Ibrahim. One of the things that is a big lesson to every one of us is that Prophet Ibrahim was thrown in fire, and still he did not compromise his religion. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that one day the Muslim who will be sticking to his religion will find it as hard as holding a stone fire in his hand, which means that today, with all the temptations outside and the materialistic gain and all the persecution for Muslims in many countries, are we going to compromise our religion, or will we put our religion, will we put Allah, give priority to the religion before everything? Prophet Ibrahim, you see that his people said, or the king Namrud said, قالوا حرقوه وانصروا آلهتكم إن كنتم فاعلين. They said, burn him in fire and give victory to your gods. قلنا يا نار كوني بردا وسلاما على إبراهيم. And we said, O fire, be cool and peaceful to Ibrahim. وأرادوا به كيدا فجعلناهم الأخسرين. And they plotted for him, but we made them the losers. So this is a very important lesson for us, that we don't compromise our religion no matter what the consequences can be, because at the end this life is just few moments, and then the real life is the one after. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِنَّ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ لَهِيَ الْحَيَوَانِ, that this life is that the life after is the true life. It means it is the two lives. Al-Hayawan means Al-Hayayan, and the second ya became a wow. It means the two lives. The whole thing is the second life. That's why when Umar ibn Khattab entered and he found Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sleeping on a straw carpet, and there's a scar in his back, he cried. And he said, O Prophet of Allah, why don't you tell us so that we can bring you something more comfortable to sleep on? He said, O Umar, and what do I need from this life? What do I need from this dunya? إِنَّ مَثَلِي فِي الدُّنْيَا كَرَاكِبٍ فِي يَوْمٍ صَائِفٍ. My example in this life is like a traveler who is traveling in a hot summer day. ثُمَّ وَجَدَ شَجَرَةً فَاسْتَظَلَّ تَحْتَهَا ثُمَّ مَضَى فِي طَرِيقِهِ. And then he found a tree. So he rested under that tree for a while, and then he continued on his way. So this life is this tree. It's just a place where you pull over for 10 minutes for a coffee break. It's important, but it's short. So focus on the hereafter. Prophet Ibrahim was tested in the dearest to his heart. He always wanted a child, and he became very old and he had no children. And then finally Allah gave him a child. And then when the child became old enough that he can go and work with him, and he can enjoy seeing him getting married, and Allah told him to go and slay his child. Actually, when he was born, Allah told him to go and throw his child in the desert. And then when he grew up, Allah told him to go and slay his child. So when we stone in Hajj the stone poles that resemble that symbolize the shaitan, we are actually commemorating the submission of Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the Prophet Ibrahim was making this dua, رَبِّ هَبْ لِي مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. Oh Allah, oh my Lord, give me a righteous boy. فَبَشَّرْنَاهُ بِغُلَامٍ حَلِيمٍ. So we give him the good news of having a beautiful child, a patient one. فلما بلغ معه السعي, so when he grew up, قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك. When he grew up, he said, "Oh my son, I see in my vision," and the visions of the prophets are actually wahi. They are a type of revelation. I see in my vision that I'm slaying you. So tell me what you think. انظر ماذا ترى. He said, قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصالحين من الصابرين. He said, "Oh my dad, do whatever you are told, do whatever you are commanded by Allah. You will find me, inshallah, a patient one." فلما أسلم وتله للجبين. So when they submitted and he put him on his forehead to slay him, وناديناه أي يا إبراهيم. Allah quickly called upon him, "O Ibrahim, قد صدقت الرؤيا. You have fulfilled the vision. إن كذلك نجزي المحسنين." And this is how we reward those who are righteous. وفديناه بذبح إن هذا لهو البلاء المبين وفديناه بذبح عظيم. And then Allah descended a huge sacrifice that he can slaughter. So the reward of Allah is there. Sometimes we are too rushy. Allah will never put his rizq, his sustenance, in haram. Wait a little bit and you will get it from halal. Don't compromise your religion. Submit to Allah, and the reward of Allah is definitely there. And I end with this because maybe this is my final reminder for you. Prophet Ibrahim was an immigrant, and many of you, or I can see some of you, are actually immigrants. Some are Moroccan, some are Egyptians who live in the West. So some of you are immigrants. And even those who are not immigrants, here in this world, we are immigrants. It is not our true place. If our forefathers, if Adam and Eve were born, or actually got married and in paradise, then actually this is our family's country. Always people refer to their family's country. Even those who are born in a European country, he tells you, "My father, I am from Somalia," and maybe he is born in England or he's born in America. And when you ask him, he tells you, "Because my father and my mother are from Somalia." Same thing. If our father and mother are from Jannah, then this gives us the indirect message that we are not from here. This is not our country. Our country is Jannah, and we want to roll back, inshallah. So he was immigrant, and Prophet Muhammad also was an immigrant. How did they act as immigrants? Let's look, because we have more details about Prophet Muhammad's story being an immigrant. Prophet Muhammad integrated fully in the new society. He left Mecca with tears in his eyes, and he said, "O Mecca, let know that you are the dearest country to my heart. Had not your people dragged me out of you, I could have never left you." And after 8 years, Mecca was opened back for him. But he didn't go and stay there anymore. He stayed in the new country. He stayed in Medina. That gave him support. And he said, "Oh Allah, bear witness that had I not been an immigrant, I could have been one of the people of Medina. And that I love Medina and the people of Medina. And if the people of Medina go anywhere, I'll be going with them." To the extent that Prophet Muhammad also changed a little bit of his culture in a way that matches the new culture, but without compromising his religion. And that was clear when Lady Aisha was coming back from a wedding. He asked her, "Did you have fun?" She said, "Yeah, we had fun." He said, "What did you sing?" She said, "No, we didn't sing." He said, how come you don't sing, you Meccans? You Meccans are not in Mecca anymore. You are here in Medina, and the people of Medina love singing. Why didn't you sing for them? Ataynakum, ataynakum. And he suggested a song. So actually the problem is when people think that when they integrate, they will lose their culture. They will lose their traditions. This is not true. And the problem also on the other side, that they don't accept those who come until they integrate in terms of wiping out their culture. No, integration is sharing cultures. You take from them the good things that they have, and you give them the good thing that you have. What did Prophet Muhammad give them? He gave them the best that he has. He gave them Islam. And this is your role. To integrate is also to do da'wah and to educate people about the truth about Islam. The beautiful thing that I see in this camp actually is that the number of non-Muslims who are with us as family members coming with their Muslim family members coming to see Islam. Actually, let me tell you that it could have been much more fun if they come without us. Because they could be, discoing every day, drinking all night long. But they came to discover Islam. This is the beautiful thing that I see this time, and this should continue, inshallah. I would like to end by saying, Jazakumullah khairan and barakallahu fikum. What you are doing is great. Just keep up the good work, and inshallah, I hope that I see you again in another occasion. Barakallah.